No matter the location, from O-A-K-L-A to L-V, I'm a Raider.
Raider Nation, news and rumors presented by my good friends and today's sponsor, Manscaped. Every single person that watches this show, I need you to go to manscaped.com/Raiders where you can get 20% off and free shipping on the best male grooming products out there. Plus, the Shears 2.0, if your nails are gone because the Raiders game was a nail biter, luckily, we're also going to be able to hook you up there. The Shears 2.0, only $16.99. Let's get into today's rumors. Nick Kwiatkoski, is he going to be out for Week 2 on Monday Night Football against the Saints? I hate to be able to do this, but I'm actually going to give it 3 Chucky heads, and I think that it's pretty likely. So once the news came out that his MRI came back, I guess, negative, right? He came back that he didn't totally tear the pec, but the fact is that he has a little bit of an injury going on. That's definitely to be worrisome here. So he left Sunday's game versus Carolina with that pec injury. The MRI showed no tear. That's good. However, the bad news here is we're not really getting many more updates, and I'm worried that the Raiders could potentially rest him because they don't want to lose him for the entire season. Now, he's previously played through some other pec injuries, but we're really going to be able to see if maybe you promote some other players like a Kyle Emanuel. Can Nicholas Morrow take that next step? You traded for Raekwon McMillan for a reason. He played in only 9% of snaps last week. Maybe he's going to get some more work. The bottom line is this, though. If he's not out on the football field, this is actually really going to hurt the Raiders. Now, the only stat that you see up here is 6 tackles. However, when Kwiatkoski was on the field Week 1 versus the Carolina Panthers, the Raiders allowed 4.14 yards per play. As soon as he came off the field, 6.91 yards per play. And for anyone that actually watched the game, the Raiders had a 2-touchdown lead going into the 4th. That one quickly went away because the Carolina Panthers started to pick apart Kwiatkoski, who, let me just say this, was better than Corey Littleton in pass protection. So I don't want you guys to miss out on my Raiders versus Saints watch party. In order to make sure that you do watch it, click that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. We had over 125,000 viewers for our Raiders versus Panthers watch party. This one, we get to show the entire world Allegiant Stadium. We get to show everyone how serious this team is, and it's going to be going up against the New Orleans Saints, which is not an easy matchup. Monday Night Football, both teams are 1-0. The Raiders, though, unfortunately in this one, maybe fortunately, they are the underdog at 5.5 points. So who do you got? Type LV for the Las Vegas Raiders, or I want you to type NO for the New Orleans Saints. Let me know, and I'm going to start giving some shout-outs here. No surprise on our live video. Connor's going to go with the Las Vegas Raiders. Dale Webb's going LV. I have yet to see a single NO, and it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. So you know what they say. Put your money where your mouth is. And I got a little bit of a promo going on. I did it last week. Guess what? It went so well. We're going to do it again this week. The first 10 people who want to bet on the Raiders to beat the New Orleans Saints, guess what? You need to go DM me on Instagram at Mitchell Renz 365. So this is a first come, first serve. If you want to bet on the Raiders to beat the Saints, if you go ahead and bet on the Raiders, okay, I can also hook you up with a free Raiders jersey. So don't waste time. Go right now. Go to Instagram. DM me. Mitch, I want to bet on the Raiders. It's at Mitchell Renz 365. All right, here. Trent Brown, let's get into it. Is he going to play on Monday Night Football? I'm going to give this one 2 Chucky heads. People are talking, and the reports are right now that the MRI came back that he's okay, that the calf, he should be able to play. But, I mean, this is the same song, same dance that we've been doing for basically a month now, and I'm not the only one frustrated. I can see Coach Raider, Colin Harmon, Jesse Holloway. You're not the only ones frustrated. Jon Gruden, he's also starting to get frustrated because you have a player who is extremely talented, you paid all this money to, and in Brown's first 17 games with the Raiders, okay, he's played in only 54% of the snaps. You're paying somebody $21.5 million this year to basically not even come on the football field. Let me also say this. As soon as Trent Brown went down, Sam Young played great. And then Sam Young got hurt. Insert Denzel Good, who I want to tip my cap to because after not getting really any running at training camp, he played pretty damn good up against the Carolina Panthers on that right tackle side. But the bottom line is this. We continue to see Trent Brown not be able to get on the football field, and it's starting to scare the heck out of me. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your panic level right now with Trent Brown? 1 being that you're not worried whatsoever. 10 being that you're absolutely freaking out. There's a reason why your hair is silver and black, right? So Ronaldo's going to go with 10. Lil E says 10. I got a 6. I got a 10. A lot of high numbers rolling in here. The reason why my number is at an 8 is coming up right now. It's because there's a rumor floating out that Trent Brown wants out of Las Vegas, that he doesn't want to be a Raider anymore. And you know what? I am actually going to give this one to Chucky Heads. People are talking. I did some digging, and I found some pretty interesting things here. So as soon as I saw the report come out, I also listened to the radio from Las Vegas. One of the guys said that he doesn't believe that Trent Brown wants to be on the team. The reason why this actually makes me sick, imagine not wanting to play for somebody that believed in you, that at the time made you the highest paid tackle in the National Football League, that basically gave you and your family the life that you deserve. And yet, we're still dealing with this. Am I the only one that's starting to wonder, is he faking this calf injury? Because that's what I'm starting to wonder. So I told you I did some digging. I want you to look at this picture here. This is the Raiders during the national anthem. The only player that did not lock arms, Trent Brown. If you can see in the picture, he's the only player lined up behind everyone. That's pretty interesting, right? That's before the game. What about after the game? This might even be more alarming. The Las Vegas Raiders posted this picture on Instagram and on Twitter. They basically said it was an all-in team win. You can see everyone's got their hands up. The only player in the background, I pointed at it, look at the red arrow. It's Trent Brown. That is some A-B type of crap right there. When Jon Gruden said, knock on wood if you're with me, I'm not sure if Trent Brown is knocking on wood because it doesn't look like that he's with them right now. So anytime these news and rumors, they come out, I get asked, Mitch, can the Raiders cut him, or Mitch, can the Raiders trade him? Can you trade him? Sure. His trade value, though, unfortunately right now is probably not that high, and not many teams are going to want to take on that $21.25 million contract. I guess the good news here for the Raiders is it makes 0 sense for Trent Brown to fake an injury, because if he doesn't show what he's got, the Raiders can cut him next season, and it's going to cost you absolutely nothing. So, Trent, if you want to be a Raider, make sure you start playing some football, because I'm looking at your contract right now, and that's not what I'm paying for. I'm not paying for a headache. I'm not paying for some big guy to sit on the sidelines. That's not what I want. So what's your one-word reaction right now to all the Trent Brown rumors? Mine? Headache. Because that's what it is. We were hoping that Trent Brown would be one of the best offensive linemen in the National Football League. If you're paying somebody $21.5 million, you better get your butt out on the football field. So I see drama. I see reconstruct. I see soft. Somebody said, asshole, ugh, dumb. Yeah, a lot of people are frustrated. Trent, we want you to succeed. We need you to succeed. Get on the football field in order to make it happen. We did get some news during our live show on Tuesday. This tweet's coming in from Tom Pelissero. Saints star wide receiver Michael Thomas' high ankle injury is worse than originally believed, and he's now expected to miss several weeks, sources tell him. So Thomas is tough as they come. He originally said that he was going to try to play, and actually, during my news and rumors show, I thought he was going to be able to, but now that he's going to be missing several weeks, this is a big-time hit here for the New Orleans Saints, who are now going to have to lean on players like Emmanuel Sanders, like Traquan Smith, maybe even a tight end in Jared Cook. So you know what? I'm really curious how this one's going to be shaken out. So the Saints, they come to Allegiant Stadium. We get to show the entire NFL world what the best stadium in the league looks like, and I can't wait to see how this one goes down. Anytime that a team doesn't have a player that set the NFL record for most receptions in a season, I mean, that's going to help this Raiders team. Because Trayvon Mullen struggled, Damon Arnett actually allowed a perfect 158.3 passer rating this past week. For those of you that don't know, that ain't good whatsoever. If Thomas is unable to play, look for the newly acquired Emmanuel Sanders and free agent to step up. Traquan Smith from UCF. But besides that, they are thin at receiver, but they do also have Jared Cook. They also have Alvin Kamara. They have other weapons there. And I don't know about you, this Monday Night Football game, I think it's going to be a real nail-biter. Luckily, Manscaped's going to be able to help all the guys out there. If your fingers look like mine after watching the Raiders almost blow a win up against the Carolina Panthers, go to manscaped.com/Raiders, 20% off and free shipping on the Shears 2.0. So a lot of the products we show are for your downstairs. Well, you know what? You're going to shake a lot more hands than people are going to see your downstairs. Luckily, the Shears 2.0, only $16.99 if you go to manscaped.com/Raiders. We're trying to hook it up. I'm telling you right now, it's like leather. It's super awesome. Tweezers in there. Make sure your fingernails, toenails are all looking good. Go to the link. It's in the comments and in the description. NFL Power Rankings. I tweeted it out last night. Where should we put the Raiders? If you didn't follow me yet, hit me up on Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Are the Raiders the 18th best NFL team? Don't get mad at me. But yeah, I'm going to give it 4 Chucky heads, and I'm going to go believe it, baby, on this one. So I got together with Harrison Graham, Tom Downey. We broke down our NFL Power Rankings, and I think if you'd ask me where the Raiders' offense is, I think it is actually around like 11, 12. But the defense, y'all have to be with me on this one. The defense played bad, and I mean it played really bad. Sure, I was a little bit impressed with Robbie Anderson, Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey. But there is no way that I could put the Raiders above some of these other teams. Now, I didn't have them at 18. I have them at 16. But when my other colleagues came in here, it did bump them down a little bit. So just to give you a little bit of a perspective of some of the other teams that came in around the Raiders, the Chiefs, they were number 1. Then Raiders, Chargers, 18 and 19. The Denver Broncos, they came in at 24. But how about the teams right around the Raiders, okay? So at 18, Las Vegas. 17, the Houston Texans, who lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. I get that they lost, but they lost to the best team in football. The Bears had a nice comeback win up against the Detroit Lions. And then the Cowboys and the Vikings. This one I know a lot of y'all are probably going to get mad at. But right now, the Cowboys, they did just lose to the Rams. I did have the Raiders at 16, the Cowboys at 17. But it is a group chat sports ranking. And then the Vikings, if the Vikings and Raiders were to play tomorrow, I would actually take the Vikings to win that game, as much as it kills me. But both defenses did not look good. So as much as, I appreciate how often you guys watch the show, this was never created for just me. This is a show for the nation to get your voice out. So where would you rank the Raiders? 1 to 32. 1 being the best team, 32 being the worst team. But I want you to be realistic. So I see Connor saying 14. Matt's going to go 19, 17. I think any answer that's between realistically like 15 and 20, that's where I could put the Raiders. I can make a legitimate argument for that. So this was originally a rumor. Basically, it's just news now. Nevin Lawson, he is returning. It's 4 Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. So remember, he was suspended week 1 because he got in a little bit of a brawl to finish up the season in Denver last season. So he's suspended week 1. I talked about it 2 weeks ago that the Raiders are going to bring him back. Probably going to be the cornerback 3, cornerback 4 on this team, which is good because the secondary really, really struggled. Also, with this move, the team had to cut a player. They moved on from safety Dallin Levitt. So now this is what the updated depth chart looks like for the Raiders secondary. Damon Arnett, Trayvon Mullen need to be better in week 2. LaMarcus Joyner, he did okay. Eric Harris was by far the worst defensive player for the Raiders. And then Jonathan Abram. Jonathan Abram probably impressed me more than any Raiders player that I saw, maybe minus Josh Jacobs. Led the team in tackles, was flying all over the football field. By far the best defensive player for the Raiders in week 1 against the Carolina Panthers. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this, I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.